Hi, Doug Sharp, host of the National Leadership Briefing, and this is the final midweek touch point before the end of 2021. Another year has come to an end, and we are excited about not only what we've accomplished over this past year, all of us, you and I, together, but we are very excited about the road ahead and the prospects we have to further grow our influence in society, culture, politics, and government by coming together and rallying around those things that we believe in collectively. Things like the authority of parents to raise their children the way they want. We believe also, of course, that those we elect to serve us in civil government must respect and defend our right of belief and freedom of religion. We also want the laws and policies of our land to provide for the safety and security of the citizens, especially the vulnerable that live among us in our communities. And finally, of course, we want to begin the important work of lifting that burden of debt off of the backs of our children and future generations that civil governments have piled on there. So this is what we rally around here on the National Leadership Briefing. And as we look ahead to 2022, we want to make sure that we are hitting the ground running. So I wanted to give you a quick overview of what it is that I feel we're going to have in place, the understanding, the foundation that we're going to have in place mentally so that we make sure we hit the ground running to achieve our objectives in 2022. First of all, as you look on the list behind me, I make no secret about the fact that I have an absolute rock solid faith in Jesus Christ. And that is the very first thing that I pray and hope that you are also grounded in as you move forward into 2022. If you would like some more information about that, or that's not something that is known to you, I encourage you, please look to the advantages and the benefits and the wonderful things that can come from a relationship with God through Jesus Christ. And I just say to you, so much more comes of that than anything else we talk about here on the National Leadership Briefing. So I am telling you that first and foremost, I am a Christian, a follower of Christ, and I encourage you to pursue that same path. Please consider it if you're not already on that same path. Now, the second thing that we need to make sure we have in place, and we are rock solid in our understanding of, is that we are citizens of a great nation of Canada. And with our citizenship comes citizen authority. So we want to make sure that we have a clear understanding of the authority we possess as citizens so that we can wield that authority as we're going to be required to do in 2022. Now, we have a fantastic video in the NLB Essentials section of our website. That's nlbcanada.ca. If you go there, there's a tab that says NLB Essentials. There are 4 fantastic quick training videos that help you to understand who you are and why we need you where you are, wielding that citizen authority. So that's really important that we understand that moving forward. So please go to that NLB Essentials tab as well. Now, the third thing that we have to be confident in our understanding of, especially with some of the specific tasks that we need to perform locally, wherever we are locally, is we need to understand that we are constituents. We live within an electoral district in this nation, and within that electoral district, whether it's municipal, provincial, or federal, we have authority that is directly linked to where we live, because we have the authority to speak directly to our elected representatives and hold them to account. And we are going to be doing that in 2022. So again, be rock solid in your understanding of your constituent authority as well. And then finally, this is the one that we get some hesitation on, especially and sadly from people within the faith community or the church structures of our nation, is that people hesitate to grab a hold of the extra authority that is available for them to use within political parties. And it is the simplest authority for you to acquire. Now, the tougher part is knowing how to wield that authority, but that's why you're on the National Leadership Briefing, is because we have specific mission goals and objectives that we are working to achieve. And with additional political party authority that you can acquire just simply by buying a party membership, That is what it is that we need you to have in place, because we are speaking with a unified voice, not only within society and culture, but also within the political realm and government sphere. And why? Let me just remind you why we do that. We do that because we know that governments, civil governments at all levels, are established by processes that are political. So we want to be involved in those processes. And then once they're established, these governments make decisions that are either going to help or harm our neighbor. And because we care about our neighbor and we're called to care about our neighbor as Christians, we need to participate in these processes to ensure that we have good government in place, good and godly, dare I say, government in place, which we do not have. Now, so moving into 2022, we are not looking for a fight. We're not looking for, we're not putting on battle armor and all that. It's not a fleshly battle at all, but we are going to engage in processes that are established within our democratic institutions that are we want to have influence within those institutions and a say in who is going to lead them. So we need you to have in place your political party authority. And our very first goal that we're working to secure and achieve in 2022, of course, is within the Conservative Party of Canada. So I encourage you, please do not hesitate to secure and acknowledge and affirm the authority that you have within that political party by buying a membership. So again, Christian, citizen, constituent with political party authority going into 2022, and you are exactly where you need to be, especially if you're going to track with us on the National Leadership Briefing and allow us to work together to achieve these common goals that we have. So please make sure you're registered for the National Leadership Briefing. Make sure your friends, your allies, your neighbors, people who share your views and values are also registered, because we've got an awful lot to accomplish in 2022. Now, I'm going to leave you with this final thought before we wrap up the year. And this is something that you've never heard me do before. It's not something I talk about very often, but I just wanted to let you know that there are opportunities that we can capitalize on if we have an increased level of funding. On the road ahead, if you want to partner with the National Leadership Briefing, then I'd like you to go to Canada Family Action's website. We are a project. National Leadership Briefing is a project of Canada Family Action, and we can definitely expand our reach and grow our influence with greater resources. So if you'd like to partner with us, if you'd like to make a one-time donation, please feel free to go there. We would welcome the additional resources to work with in 2022 to help us achieve our goals together. Well, I think that's about all I wanted to cover today. Please, again, affirm yourself in these areas, get everything straightened around, get everything set. We got lots of work to do, and I'm looking forward to working for you and serving you on the road ahead as we continue to find those areas where we can get blessing for our families and for our nation. Thank you so much for your time today. And in the meantime, and until next year, I pray blessing over you. God bless you. God bless your family. And may God continue to bless this great nation of Canada. Bye for now.